live from the Nicholson School of Communication. It's ToKnights Tonight with special guest Conor Engelhardt, Lindse Gerzina, and Brett West with musical guest Free the People. And here's your host, Chris Nielsen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to ToKnights Tonight. Let's get into some monologue jokes, shall we? Yeah? A 5,000-year-old tree in the UK is undergoing a sex change after scientists discovered it started sprouting berries. The sex change procedure is done by stripping the tree of its wood.
I actually heard that no matter what sex it is, it's just always dripping sap everywhere.
Oh, gross. The first KFC to open in Iran shut down just after 24 hours since it was seen as part of an American influence into Iranian culture. Still allowed to operate, however, is IHOP. It's international.
No, it's actually the Iranian House of Pancakes.
That's what the I stands for?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't think that's right.
I'm right.
I'll take your word for it. A skateboarding dog was one of the main featured acts on the World Records Day in California on Tuesday, which just adds to the records of talents that animals can do better than me.
Which one is the better show host? Oh, all of them.
Can someone put Matt back in his cage, please? How'd you get out? A company has launched a Bernie Sanders-inspired underwear line. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jeb Bush will continue to endorse his line of rideable coattails. Just wants to be president.
I actually heard that the Bernie Sanders underwear is actually just 3 pairs of whitey tighties spread between everyone in America. It's truly socialism at work.
Oh yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. 3 pairs?
3 pairs.
A Western Pennsylvania woman has admitted that she stole a police cruiser and led police officers on an 80-mile-per-hour chase, all while her hands were cuffed behind her. When the cops finally apprehended her, she said, "Is this your car?" Or actually, it was more like, "Is this your car?"
I actually heard the way the chase began was she walked up to the officers and went, "Officers, I can make this cocaine disappear."
Yikes.
And then she disappeared in a puff of what wasn't actually smoke.
It worked.
Yeah.
In pop culture news, Kylie Jenner apparently broke up with her rapper boyfriend Tyga on his birthday. Wow. I mean, like, what's next? Did she also blow out his candles and eat his cake too?
I heard that actually they're already back together, in case you didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, I heard that the birthday sex, makeup sex, angry sex, and breakup sex was all just way too much to pass up.
It disturbs me how you knew that much about that.
Well, I'm the paparazzi. I get in there for my stories.
Okay, well, you gotta love what you do, right?
I truly love my work.
Okay, that's good. Adele released her album this past Friday and refused to release it on popular streaming services like Spotify. It looks like Adele is saying hello from the corporate side now.
Well, not only that, but I heard she's just no longer rolling in the stream.
You know what? I think we're so good at singing Adele's songs, we should do a cover band.
We should.
Yeah. This week, of course, we've got to talk about Thanksgiving. And here's what we have for Thanksgiving news. You know, Thanksgiving at the turn of the century was really weird. I don't know which is more accurate, a modern-day depiction of pilgrims, or like this, or these creepy guys. Oh my gosh, like why do they look like ghosts? All the kids look like ghosts in these pictures. Ugh. In local and modern news, a wild turkey was seen trying to get through the front door of a church in Orlando. He was seen peeking into church windows and walking across church grounds. What drove him towards the church? Who knows? Maybe he knows that death is imminent and that he needs forgiveness for his dark pieces. Well, dark pieces of meat. It's a turkey, so.
I heard that he's actually just scouting humans to eat.
Okay.
New turkey, right?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what that was.
Turkey Hitler.
Are you done? Can we do the show now? Okay, all right.
All right.
The website CityLab published an article about the funniest Google searches during Thanksgiving. The top 3 searches on the list were for the nearest liquor stores, nearest buffet restaurants, and nearest Christmas tree farm. Well, I'm glad to see America has its priorities straight. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
It has its priorities, but it doesn't have its equilibrium, diet, or calendars right.
You all calm now? You settled? Oh yeah, and speaking of Thanksgiving, here are 8 things not to say at the Thanksgiving dinner table. 1,
Can you pass the salt?
because your mom will find that really insulting. 2,
Well, at least somebody likes the stuffing.
why don't you go to hell, Aunt Barbara? Number 3,
Do you know what they do to the turkeys before they kill it?
number 4,
Can you pass the yams? Oh, and I'm dropping out of med school.
no, Philip, you have to earn your yams.
But you'll never earn our respect.
Never. Number 5,
I'm gonna flip you the bird, Grandpa. I'm gonna do it.
flip the turkey.
Yeah.
Number 6,
I'm really gonna miss Grandma's pumpkin pie.
oh, I thought you were going to say grandma.
No, she was awful.
Oh, I mean, I miss her to pieces.
Smelled like old people.
I miss her to pieces of her pie. Number 7,
Aunt Jenny is sitting at the kids' table this year because she's got a kid inside of her. No, literally, she's pregnant.
because of course Jenny wants to tell the whole family at once. Number 8,
Are you really sure you need another glass of wine?
well, are you sure you need another boyfriend, Jessica?
That's how wars get started.
It really is. All right, everybody, we have guests from our sister show hitting the field when we get back, so don't leave us. It's just commercial. Thanks, everybody.
For the nearest of celestial bodies. Until now.
After decades of research, Project Tachyon has discovered the secret to light speed travel. Using a special receiver, the object is accelerated to near light speed and delivered to its other half.
While we are still developing the means to travel without the use of a receiver, the technology is here. With just the click of a button, this object will be sent to our research lab.
As you can see, the object arrived unaltered and stable. We are still testing the system with more complex organisms, but we believe human travel is only the next step. Our eyes are still set to the stars.
The University of Central Florida is the perfect place to study, earn a degree, and of course, to enjoy everything that Central Florida has to offer.
From theme parks to dinner shows and of course the movies, Orlando offers many unique and exciting activities to do. However, we all know that a ticket to any of these attractions can be expensive, especially on a college student budget.
UCF Student Government Association has the Knights covered with the SGA Ticket Center.
Located at the heart of campus inside Student Union, SGA Ticket Center offers tickets at a special discounted price to UCF students, faculty, and staff.
Not only do they have discounted tickets for theme parks, but they also have discounted tickets for other attractions like Blue Man Group, Pirates Dinner Adventure, and Kennedy Space Center.
Save your money and experience all Orlando has to offer.
For more information, you can visit their website.
Hello, everybody. Our guests for tonight are Brett West, Conor Engelhardt, and Lindse Gerzina. Welcome to the show, guys. Hey, should we get a little applause? Yeah, there we go. So, you guys are the hosts of our sister show, Hitting the Field. And why don't you tell us about what it's about and how you got it started?
Yeah, so basically, Umberto came up to me and he was like, hey, we want another show on top of Tonight's the Night.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you guys are interested in sports. You guys want to be able to expand on that? I was like, Yeah, because on nightly news, that's really our only time to really talk about sports, and we only get 3 minutes, so it's kind of nice to be able to share our opinion and not just report.
Yeah.
So.
And of course, there's full channels on ESPN channel, multiple ESPN channels that deal with it. So of course, you guys need your own show about it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So how did you guys like?
So Brett, he came to me, and then I had to go and get the troops. Brett was basically the producer of the show, and I went to all the people I knew in the broadcast journalism track who also like sports, and we gathered them up, and then basically we have about 7 or 8 people right now just working together to produce a show once a week on Monday mornings.
Nice. And then how did do you guys how do you what were your positions on the show?
Producer, anchor, we all get to talk. But I'm basically the producer, and he's kind of been my AP, and Lindsay's also been my pseudo AP also. So
Nice.
we all kind of just work together, make sure we don't drop any F-bombs.
Yeah, that's bad. Now, how was your first show? Did it run smoothly? Did it? How'd it go?
Well, the first one went well. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we had good content. It just ran. Things take longer than you expect them to. So we were in there thinking like, oh, it's only 30 minutes worth of content, but we're in there for 2 hours. So we're just kind of, things took a while switching people in and out. But I think it went well. I think we had good content, good ideas. And
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, I think it went well.
Nice. Now, how do you guys feel about it? Did you?
I thought it went well. Our host did a good job moving along everything. I think we had some good discussions between all the different anchors. Looks like we have good chemistry with a lot of people, and that's good. You don't want a bunch of people arguing and hating each other. So it seems like everybody seems to enjoy each other except for him. Nobody really likes him.
Oh, what is it?
Well, he's just upset because in our fantasy football league, I'm one of the top players, and Brett had to play 1 week without a quarterback because he didn't know there was a transaction limit. So
This is a true story. I did miss that.
And he also drafted Jordy Nelson second, and then about 3 days later, he was out for the season. So Brett has made some pretty bad decisions, and he sees me atop the league.
My team's still better than him.
There's a little jealousy. Okay. Well, I didn't know anything you were saying there, but I'll take your word for it that you're on the So I want to get a little personal here with you guys. I want to know what really piqued your interest in sports journalism. So, Lindsay?
Okay. I've always loved playing sports, and it was something that I always kind of was drawn to as a kid. I played all different types of sports: volleyball, beach volleyball, water polo, things like that.
Wow.
So
That's a lot of things, yeah.
if you ask me, I probably played at one point. Not very good at basketball, but I've tried it. So always loved doing that. I wanted to play in college. Wasn't really cut out for it. My dad played in college, which was something that drew me to sports as well. And I was watching the Olympics, the 2008 Beijing Olympics, I believe. And there was a swimming event, a girl, I don't know, I just saw them broadcasting, and it was something I'd always wanted to do at that point, where I thought I could do something similar or better.
That's really cool.
And I
yeah.
think it's interesting talking to athletes. They have such a different mindset, and I think it's cool to me. I like getting into their lives and seeing what makes them tick and what drives them. So,
For me, it was a bit different. I went to a small private school, and I was a year older than everybody in my grade because I got held back in preschool. So I was a little bit better at sports.
In preschool, come on. Hey,
I was a little bit better than some of the people at sports. So I thought I was really good. But then once I realized, it's just a small private school, then I realized I need to take my talents elsewhere. And that's when I used to watch college basketball growing up, and I used to always want to be an analyst. But then I realized most of the analysts are former players. So then I want to, make my foot into the door another way. So then basically ever since about 8th grade, I've known that I've wanted to do this. So.
Wow, that long. That's awesome. And you're doing it, man.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
Trying to make the dream. Still unpaid. The goal is next year to be getting paid for it.
Nice. And what about you?
Yeah, mine's really not that great of a story. So basically,
well, then never mind. We can skip. No, I'm just kidding.
Sounds good to me. No, basically, I was in college, and I was trying out a couple different majors. Really didn't like it that much, and I always liked talking about sports. I played soccer for about 16, 17 years. So I kind of got into it that way, and I, thought to myself, hey, this is all I talk about. I might as well make money doing it.
Nice.
So that's how I got into this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Something that you love and make money while you're doing it.
It's a great love story.
Great love story. One for the ages.
Yeah, you could say that. Kind of like a Leonardo DiCaprio Titanic.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That heart-wrenching.
Oh, yeah.
Well, speaking of stories, do each of you guys have a funny story that's happened to you? I mean, not necessarily on hitting the field, but in journalism.
So Lindsay and I were actually at Basketball Media Day, and Adonis Henriquez, he's about a 6'4" guard or so.
I think he's taller than that.
he might 6'5" or so. He tells me and Lindsay he's going to dunk on Taco, and Taco's our 7'6" monster center that, is probably taller than everyone in here combined. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to dunk on him. I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, right, man, you got no chance. And so I was like, after that, I was like, oh, we should go ask all the other players. And all the other, BJ Taylor, our point guard's like, yeah, he can do it. I got love from my brother from Orlando, so he's kind of biased. And then just you get over to the big guys, they're like, yeah, there's no chance. Adonis needs to have some bigger expectations. And, they're all talking about how the big guys have dunked on Taco. But that was pretty funny seeing all of them interact and, ragging on each other. They're a good group of guys.
Hey, you should have tried a dunk,
I should, but I blew out my ACL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it probably wouldn't work out that well.
Could you even dunk?
Yeah, thanks for rubbing it in.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what your injury meant.
Just giving you a hard time.
I think one of the funniest parts of that story, too, was we were interviewing Justin
McBride.
And we were talking to him, and up behind him comes Taco, and he's just kind of like, what you talking about me? And then he's just like photobombing him the whole time, and then he finally realizes that he's behind him. And I thought that was pretty funny, too, because Taco's just kind of peering in, and Justin's just holding to it.
He's
I don't
a 7'6" tree, goofy dude.
Really nice.
He's like a baby
really,
giraffe.
really nice.
He's just kind of growing into. He's growing into his body still, and it's hilarious watching him. He's a goofy and funny guy.
We know how your true feelings about Taco are now.
Hey, man.
No, but my story is actually more just kind of making fun of myself, actually.
Hey, that's fun.
So I was at the Surf Expo just getting a story on a local company about their startup, and I got the interview all set up, and I forgot to press record. So I had the whole interview, didn't press record. Realized it right when I went to go press the end button. And I was like, oh, now I just started recording, so let's start the interview over again.
And they were okay with it?
They were the nicest guys ever, and the story ended up being really good. So
That is really nice.
That's good, yeah. And then, hey, maybe sometimes the second time it would be.
Oh, it was definitely better the second time. Nice. I knew the questions. They knew how to be on camera, so it worked out pretty good.
It just took a hit in your professionalism a little bit.
Just a little bit, and now it's out there for everybody to know, but it's okay.
Now, what is each of your favorites? There are a lot of sports out there. I'm sure you guys don't like the same sports, or maybe you do. I don't know. But what's your favorite sport to play and watch?
Underwater basket weaving is probably my favorite. No.
That's not at all what I was expecting to say.
No, I grew up playing soccer for 16 years, so that's probably my favorite to play, just probably because I'm better at that than other things, and I kind of like to be good at things. So probably soccer. And to watch, I'd probably say college football, the pageantry, the support, rivalries, all that good stuff. So probably college football.
Nice.
See, I'm a golfer. I grew up, golfing. So I'm actually one of the co-founders of the golf club here at UCF as well.
Nice.
So that's something we're trying to get going.
You're plugging a lot
to.
of things here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna keep promoting my golf club. We got to get better. But then my favorite to watch is actually soccer. I love the Premier League. I actually love a little team called Bournemouth. There's something about the Premier League that's different than the MLS. I know that the MLS is trying to grow and everything, but the Premier League, I can watch it every week and it's entertaining no matter what.
Probably to play is volleyball, but I like beach volleyball better than indoor at this point. And college football is probably my favorite, even though this year I probably haven't seen more than 2 games in its entirety.
Really?
Just with how busy we've been and with all these different shows and things we've been doing.
At least you've been reporting on it.
Yes, no, that I've been doing. But.
That's good.
Reporting on UCF football, that's kind of
Now, all right. Well, what do you guys, just really quick before we wrap up, where do you guys want to see yourself in 10 years?
Running ESPN.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good answer. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I would like to be like a play-by-play. That's actually where I like to do.
Nice.
So.
I don't believe you.
Either sideline reporting for SEC Network or reporting at the Olympics of some sort.
Awesome. All right, well, I think we're out of time right now. So good luck with your show and aspirations, and make sure to check out Hitting the Field at Wednesday at 3 p.m., right? All right.
That's right.
And we'll be right back after this.
Has sought to reach the stars, but we've been limited only to the nearest of celestial bodies. Until now.
After decades of research, Project Tachyon has discovered the secret to light speed travel. Using a special receiver, the object is accelerated to near light speed and delivered to its other half.
While we are still developing the means to travel without the use of a receiver, the technology is here. With just the click of a button, this object will be sent to our research lab.
As you can see, the object arrived unaltered and stable. We are still testing the system with more complex organisms, but we believe human travel is only the next step. Our eyes are still set to the stars.
The University of Central Florida is the perfect place to study, earn a degree, and of course, to enjoy everything that Central Florida has to offer.
From theme parks to dinner shows and of course the movies, Orlando offers many unique and exciting activities to do. However, we all know that a ticket to any of these attractions can be expensive, especially on a college student budget.
UCF Student Government Association has the Knights covered with the SGA Ticket Center.
Located at the heart of campus inside Student Union, SGA Ticket Center offers tickets at a special discounted price to UCF students, faculty, and staff.
Not only do they have discounted tickets for theme parks, but they also have discounted tickets for other attractions like Lindse Group, Pirates Dinner Adventure, and Kennedy Space Center.
Save your money and experience all Orlando has to offer.
For more information, you can visit their website.
All right, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's band, Free the People. Guys, take it away.
Thank you. What we want from life is to be on the road, away from the things that burden our souls. I don't know why we let them hold us down, but they seem to follow us through our path.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit about where people can catch you next?
Sorry, yeah.
That's all right.
We can catch us at, you can catch us December 5th in Sanford at Little Fish Big Pond. It's a nice little place. We're playing with La Vola out of West Palm and a touring band called Octogato. They're pretty cool out of Fort Lauderdale, I think. Then December 11th, local in Orlando, Caboose Bar. It's off of Orange. And then on the 12th, we are playing a house party of, I'm just going to call them the Twins. If you know a set of twins that go to UCF and you hear about a party, we might be playing that, so go to it.
All right, thanks. And make sure to check out their website. And can you play us off?
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Sweet. Thanks, everybody. That's the Knights of the Night.
Thanks.